Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I just wanted to make this quick little video going over some teams that you should be building, or just some units, I guess, because my guild said I can't have the actual team set up and like where to put them or anything, because there are certain ways you want to put your team, but yeah, we're gonna be going over that and just some units you should build that are really good, because some people have been asking, because it's gonna be a whole new knighthood like thing. It's going to be like an ungeared one. I don't know how many teams they're going to have. I think it's like 3 teams for defense. I'm not too sure, but I just have 5 teams selected that you could try to build up and whatnot, and that could work decently. But yeah, it looks like it's gonna be expanded in March, and will include a regular league in addition to the elite league, which it seems like regular league is just ungeared, as it says. It'll be more casual. Fewer heroes are required for preparing for both defense and attacks. Maybe it's 3 defense, 3 attack. I'm not really too sure. These are the rewards, if any of you are curious. I don't know why, but that only goes up to like Silver League. I'm very confused. And why are there 2 Silver Leagues? Actually, it's because that's Silver 2. But like up here, like I don't know. Maybe I'm just stupid and I haven't slept enough. Either way, I think this is kind of an obvious one. Purgatory Bond. He is obviously an absolute monster. These main 3, you know, Twigo, Arthur, and Bond, are basically needed. If you don't have Terry, you could put in, I guess, Hauser. I guess he does increase HP, but he's not really going to be doing much. Lilia isn't terrible. She applies corrosion. The main one that I would suggest is Red Easted. I don't know where she is. She's a Link, that's why. Yeah, like Easton is probably the best one. Or you could also use OG Valenti. That's also another option I've seen people run. Obviously, the reason Purgatory Bond is here is because he heals a lot, and you want to, because every single time you beat one team, you go into the next match not full HP. You go in with like 1 unit if you have 1 unit left. So you want a team that can actually like recover HP fairly easily, even though that's not every team. But yeah, you need monster powerhouses. This team is a defense team. Also, ignore all of the links. I'm not setting links. It's way too much work. But basically, this team is just an Unga Bunga team. Just hit really hard. Zeldris, with his passive, he has makes it so that way if they don't crit, you do more damage. Never mind. No. What? Was it not? Oh my god. Okay, I was wrong. No, it's Kusek. Oh god, it's Kusek. It's Kusek. Like, I got the passes mixed up. The critical strike does not occur when a demon ally uses a single target skill on the enemy. Increases additional damage equal to 40% of the enemy's increased max HP in PvP. And since this is going to be a defense team, if they end up running a Bond team into your Kusek team, or this team, then you have a decent chance at winning. Bond teams are still really disgusting. Also, if you don't know, if you're doing oh wait, no, I got it backwards. If you're doing, yeah, no. If you're using an attack team, you don't get links. You don't get links. I don't believe you get artifact cards either. I actually can't remember if you do or not. But yeah, you don't get links. So you're usually going to go second, which is unfortunate. But no, whoops. But that's just kind of how it goes. It's annoying, but yeah. And on defense, I believe in the regular PvP you can probably set buffers. Let me show you what I mean real quick, just in case okay. I'll cut 1 second. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, so basically once you get to this lady right here, whatever the hell her name is, in the knighthood shop, you just go here, you go to the level 3, and this is where you can buy buffs. Obviously you can get 3 buffs per team, I believe. If you can't, I'm sorry, but I don't play JP enough to actually like test it out. But yeah, as you can see, you get some attack plus 4% red attack, And yeah, you want to set this for all of your defense teams. You cannot do this for your offense teams. So yeah, you kind of basically get like an attack food buff if you use an attack. So yeah, next let's go into the next team. The next team is Assault Melee. Assault Melee is an absolute monster. This isn't the only team you can run, obviously, but this is probably one of the most well-known Assault Melee teams that's been around ever since Sigurd dropped, because he's an absolute monster. Because no matter what, the enemy will attack you. Now, sometimes your entire team can get one shot. Like, I've had it where, very unlucky, but they go for Droll first, and then they kill Sigurd, and then they end up killing Velasco, and that's just Assault Melee. And you might kill one team, but that's usually about it. But sometimes Assault Melee can solo entire bases, unless they have Bond on defense, because then you just lose. But it works very well. It's probably one of the best offensive teams, right next to Bond. If you use Bond on offense, you can use Bond on defense, but that's kind of just up to you and your guild leader, obviously. So yeah, next one. This one is mainly a defense team, a full Archangel team. If you guys have faced this thing in PvP, it is an absolute nightmare, especially because you can't use food. There's almost no way you're going first, and it's just absolutely dreadful because they have links, they have buffs, they can just run like triple defense on Tarmio. It's, or not triple, like that, like the triple defense buff. It's disgusting. And then there's also buffers. I actually don't think I can show, because it would show my team, my guild's team, so I can't actually show you. But I believe there should be a buffer, and one of them is like, for every buff on your team, you get 2.5% buffs. So, you know, Margaret, you know, or I think it's like basic stats. That's gonna be 8 buffs. That's what, 2 times 8, 16, and then an extra 4 because of the 0.5. So that'd be an extra 20% basic stats on top of Sariel's basic stats, on top of all of Margaret's crazy stats, because, you know, increases goddess allies basic stuff at 8%. So extra 40%. You start patiencing. Like my 6/6 Assault Melee did no damage because it's also stacked on top of this, and then Tarmio had his taunt. Like it essentially like almost patience. It was dreadful, absolutely dreadful. But yeah, next match, Ignite team. Now Roxy you don't really need, but she is pretty good. I was just thinking of who to use, honestly. It's like, I don't know, like there are quite a few uses. Like you could just slap Berlin in there. Oh. And apparently this is a defense team, by the way. You could slap Ludo in there. There's some other teams in there. Like there's a King Ludo team, you know, like Fest King, Chad King use Ludo. I think they used Merlin as well. I'm not too sure 100%. I think I've already used Blue Derriere, because you can only use one unit once, by the way. Like Lynx, you can only use them once. So you can't use Assault Melee as a link on one team, and then Assault Melee and then Assault Melee on attack. And then if you're doing regular Guild Wars, you can't use the same gear set on your defense teams. You can take them off your defense team once you go into an attack, which is actually pretty nice. But you can't, yeah, you can't like have the same units as links and then on attack and whatnot. So yeah, I mean, if you really have him wailed out, a lot of people I know do use Froudrin, but he needs to be at least 59k CC, or I guess in ungeared. Okay, well, I'm not removing his gear, but basically everything has to be max. He needs to be 6/6, he has to be SA6, has to have his passive, obviously, and has to have all of his costumes max a rude in order for him to work. Otherwise, if he gets out CC'd, then he is essentially useless. Which, if you guys don't know, he prevents enemy heroes with combat cost lower than the hero from filling up ultimate move gauges for 2 turns in PvP. And so you would want to, like, this team, you would, and if he's green, it actually kind of works, because all you would have to do is just, like, get, like, I don't know, three green attack buffs, and Frowdren should easily out CC. Like, yeah, I mean, 232,000 HP, yeah, barely any of the attacking teams reach over 210 HP, so Frowdren should easily out CC as long as you get your buffs up and whatnot. So yeah, if you guys want to see another part to this and I do another 5 teams or some shit, or I don't know, maybe I do one for just geared Guild Wars, let me know. But that is going to be it for this video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Hopefully you guys learned at least one new thing about Guild Wars. Also, remember, this is not the complete setup. These aren't like the exact like setups. Like, some teams would like require, oh, let's say Margaret has to be over here, so that way she does this certain thing, and then LB Hawk has to be over here to do this certain thing. Like, that is a thing. Like, the AI, if they're in a certain spot, you know, better card merges potentially. They attack different ways apparently. So yeah, hopefully you guys enjoy it, and hopefully you guys have an absolutely amazing day. Peace out and take care.